what I'm gonna get. And I'm like, well, that's called just shopping. Like that's if you want to know what you're gonna get, just take your money, go to a website, search for something you want, give them the money, and then you get, like that's how that works. But if you do the subscription thing, the point is trying something new. It's not the, yeah. I don't know.
Since you brought that up, this is a great thing that somebody talks about marketing.
Yeah.
I get a lot of calls from a few of these companies that are like subscription boxes. Okay.
Yeah.
And they call us and they say, hey, we're a subscription box. We got all these customers. Give us free products to put in the box.
Yeah.
And we're going to get you customers. Okay. Now, I've told them no, that doesn't work. But I'm always open to try things. But usually when I know something doesn't work, it usually doesn't. But I like to just do it, just to say I did it. It didn't work. Check it out.
And then, yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
So one time, a couple of these boxes, we sent them some stuff to put in their boxes. They obviously sell it. They make money.
Of course.
And we made them a discount code so that we can track how many people buy. You want to know how many people bought from that subscription?
Zero.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Marty was like a little bit.
I was at least trying, man. I was at least trying, like 2.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I figured zero.
Free samples is the one thing that I'm very like I already know. You give out free samples, people don't buy anything. And there's people that are the other way that think if you
there's people that buy those boxes though. I mean, I see it in groups multiple times. And there was one, was it the other day that they said $60 value, but I only had to pay 40. And it was literally just a wash mitt, a couple towels, and an applicator, and some APC, I think some soap, and one spray. I mean, we're talking like little bottles, right? We're not talking anything. It's just little tiny bottles for $40. And I just went, you got it. Who would fucking buy that? But I guess thousands of people buy them. I mean, it makes sense.
A lot of people don't talk about that, Marty. It's crazy because like a lot of these companies, they call us up and they ask us, and this is from a manufacturing standpoint, because I'm over here on the manufacturing side, we just make stuff. And people ask us, hey man, do you have samples? Like the little small bottles? And we say no. And we're like, well, like, why not? People want to try the product. And we're like, well, if you want to try the product, just buy the product, try it. And then if you don't like it, return it. It's free returns, Amazon. But what a lot of people don't know about manufacturing is that those little small bottles cost more to make or as much to make as a full-size bottle. And because the smaller container, the smaller apparatus to dispense, sprayer top, whatever, the little label, the redesign of the label, the boxes for it, it adds up and it puts companies in a fucking weird spot. But people think, oh, it's smaller, it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's not the case. Yeah.
Right? It's like, do you know why McDonald's doesn't have a 1/3 pound hamburger? Do you know why this, Sean?
I don't actually.
Okay. You're thinking now, you're wondering, you're like, why?
Yeah, I started thinking, I'm like, what could it be?
Thinking about, okay, I'll tell you why. So every other place out there has a 1/3 pound hamburger. You'll go to Costco. Costco has, you buy the burgers 1/3 pound patty. You go to the grocery store, 1/3 pound patty. It's kind of a standard. Okay. Well, they had the 1/4 pounder, and then they were going to come out with the 1/3 pounder or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It was going to be, it was actually, I believe it was the Big and Tasty. That was the name.
Okay.
But they came out with the 3/4 burger, and it sold less than the 1/4 pounder. Why? Because people thought that 1/3 pound was smaller than 1/4 pound.
Because they saw the 3 and the 4.
They saw the 3 and the 4. And that is 100% marketing statistic that they did.
Oh my God.
And Marty, did you know about that?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, fuck, they should come out with the 1/16.
Right, exactly. And there's a whole lot of things in this industry with sizing.
That's crazy.
A good one on right now is Amazon, because the problem with Amazon is you see 2 bottles and they look like there's no retrospect of that bottle next to something, and nobody ever reads the bottle container amount. Is it 16 ounces? Is it 12 ounces? And people online are buying products on Amazon that are like double the price of another product and half the size. And
That
because
is
because they can't tell, oh, is this 4
Ah.
ounce? Is this 8 ounce? Is this 12 ounce? Is this 20 ounce?
that's
On
true.
Amazon,
Yeah.
a 16
There's no
ounce bottle,
perspective. Yeah. It's
no perspective. And
Ah.
what ends up happening is there's some other companies out there that are coming out with 12 ounce products because it throws up the algorithm. Like, oh man, like, look, I'm gonna come out with a 12 ounce product, and like it's not gonna be categorized with these 16 ounce products, so it's gonna come up differently, maybe come up more.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why a couple other companies out there, I don't want to promote the names because then they don't pay me. But
For sure.
but,
Yes.
but they come out with 12 ounce bottles. And then
Oh, wow.
and that also is a way to get around the cost increases of manufacturing nowadays.
Yeah,
Give the
that's true.
customer
Eh?
less. I know it's crazy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I've noticed that across a lot of the things though, like even, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all the different products, I've noticed their bottles, like compared to when I was a kid, they're just slowly getting smaller and smaller, but the price is going up or staying the same. And I'm like, geez, they're just giving less. Bags of chips, that I know they have to leave some air, obviously, but still, I feel like there's more air than when I was a kid. It's a
Yeah,
A lot more air.
Yeah.
Greg, and to your point, we were at the grocery store a couple weekends ago, and my girlfriend's daughter doesn't finish all of her 12 ounce, right? Or 8 ounce. What's in a Coke?
12 ounce.
12, yeah.
12 doesn't finish it all, right? So girlfriend's always like, she wastes all this pop.
Now they got
Let's
the
get
small ones.
let's get the mini.
Mm.
The price of getting 12 minis was the same price as getting 24 big ones.
Yeah,
I said
Jeez,
it's cheaper to waste.
crazy.
Like
Yeah.
it's cheaper if she just wastes the Coke than you spending more money on smaller bottles that she's not going to waste. Like
Yeah.
Crazy.
just let her waste it. Like
because I cannot.
how
drink
horrible
the
is that?
I can't drink the whole Coke.
How horrible is that?
Yeah, I can't
terrible.
drink one.
It's terrible.
Jeez.
All right, let's get started. Let's get
That's
started.
madness.
That's some good information. Whoever watched that, great information. They're gonna be like, oh man, dude, like I didn't know about all this shit.
Good shit
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. They're going to have to go on Facebook and watch it. Fortunately, it's up today, right?
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah.
We got lucky today. Got lucky.
That's true. Jeez.
I thought
let's get-
I thought I got banned from Facebook for a minute.
Greg gets
wondering,
banned from
like-
the entire.
Have you ever
Let's
gotten-
press play and we'll start recording.
Yeah. Have you ever,
Okay.
have you ever gotten hit from Facebook?
Yeah.
Sean?
Oh yeah, I've been to Facebook jail. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
course.
When you get in Facebook jail, right before it happens, the app starts acting weird for you.
Yeah.
It's
You can still
slowing
kind of
down.
do some stuff, but not really.
Yeah, it starts slowing down. It won't refresh, and you're
Yeah.
like, "What's going on? Is something wrong?" And then all of a sudden, it goes normal, and then it says like you're banned.
Oh yeah, and the worst was when we were doing Facebook Marketplace way in the beginning when they first launched it. It was kind of a free for all, and I knew that it was governed by robots and not people. So as long as you could trick the algorithm, you were doing well. And we ran this ad. I couldn't believe it. Best free advertising ever. But there was all these other guys posting, like before, after pictures, stuff like that for detailing. I took a picture of a tank, and I said super tank clean. And then, basically just put a little description, like we'll clean, the gusset, we'll clean this and that and all this stuff. And then in the end, I put, just kidding, but we can totally clean your daily driver, right?
Yeah, great.
That
Yeah,
thing
that's great.
in 2 hours, 14,000 views. Couldn't believe it. Okay. I'm replying to messages. Some people were upset, furious, like, how are you promoting war and stuff? And I'm like, come on, promoting war. It's a picture of it's a monument, like, calm down. But anyway, so, but I was dealing with so many messages so fast, Facebook thought I was a robot. So they put me in that jail because I was like one after the other, just handling these messages. And it was the same thing. I was replying for about an hour. And then all of a sudden I wasn't getting replies back to the other message. I'm like, have I been typing to myself for an hour? And that's exactly what had happened.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm just going through
All right.
this, but I was in jail.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Hi, welcome to the Pints of Polishing podcast. My name is Marshall Hill. I'm your guide as we journey through the car care industry and trying to figure out Facebook as we go. You can find me on most platforms at Total Auto Solutions. If you want to see Greg out of jail, you can go find us at TikTok, at Detail Supply App. But best way to get in touch with me is shoot me a text direct, 918-800-1188. Speaking of Greg, you can find Greg on most platforms at Mastersons Wax. If you are on TikTok, he is Mastersons Car Care. Best way to get in touch, Greg, what's your number?
562-335-2053.
Thank you. I didn't have it pulled up. Sean can be reached at OrbisX Inc. on most platforms. Best way to get in touch, though, is shoot him an email, Sean at orbisx.ca. And we are coming live on a Tuesday, fortunately not on a Monday, which is what we were just talking about. So if anybody wants to go watch the video of a good 5 minutes of some good conversation, go over to the Facebook page of Pints and Polishing Podcast. And we started the live feed a little bit earlier than the actual podcast feed. So good talk, guys. I'm hopping in today to White Tide. This is the second beer on a little journey through Aldi. Have you guys ever been to Aldi?
No.
Lucky it's not the Red Tide.
Hey, you're right. You're right. There was actually, so there's certain tides. Do you guys have that? Do you have stuff in California that when you got different tide stuff and it kills a bunch of fish? I was in Florida a couple years ago when we were doing certified trainings, and we were bouncing around. We started in Tampa and then made our way over to Orlando and then over to the Lobato shop. And we were leaving Tampa, went down by the water just to go, just wanted to go down to the ocean for a little bit, and drove down, went across some bridges and found this little place. And we got out. And as soon as you stepped out, we went over to this beach and we were like, nobody's here. This is odd. We got out of the parking lot, opened up the door, and immediately got hit by this wave of dead fish. Like we walked out onto the water,
Jesus.
and apparently there was this, I think they called it red tide, like
Red
this
tide,
tide
yeah.
that came in, and basically the way the oxygen moved around and the algae and stuff, just it ate up all the oxygen and killed any fish, any life that was there. And it all just rushed up onto the shore. And I mean, it stunk horrible. Like we were there 5 minutes and we were like, we got to get out of here. This is terrible.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Wow.
Do you guys have that in California?
Bro, we have everything in California will kill you. And there's a sign that says that it will kill you or give you cancer in this state. So
True.
you go
True.
anywhere you walk in, this will kill you. So we are in the most dangerous state, the most dangerous place in the world.
In the world.
in the world, seriously. And you know what's crazy is
That's
like
crazy.
there's these red tides and stuff like that. But out here in California, there's been some weird stuff. Like, first of all, earlier this year, there was incredible high tide where something with the moon happened or something. And literally the tide just went like really far in. And I mean, like touching houses far.
Oh, jeez.
And
Whoa.
it was like, they were having to build up berms, like,
No
I mean,
way.
25 foot high or taller berms. Cause these waves were like getting close.
That's wild.
And then if you follow
Jeez.
this right now, there's an oil leak right now outside.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I live really close to that, actually. I only live like 10 minutes from that beach. And
Oh, man.
they had a huge there was a 3-day air show. They had to cancel it because all of a sudden there was an oil leak in the ocean.
Wow.
And it's dirtying up everything, and it sucks. So shit.
Man, that's crazy.
No, man.
Uh,
So I'm not concerned about the red tide. I'm just concerned about the black tide.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So what's it doing to the wildlife? Because I saw something come
It's
through
so
and there
must
was like,
be.
how much it's killing and how many
So sad. Yeah.
is it bad?
Yeah, it's not Gulf of Mexico,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like it is causing some damage. And you know what's sad about that is that in that beach, which they don't talk about, next to that beach is actually a wetlands that is actually it's the only one of like a few wetlands that are still in the state. It's only like 3 or something. And this is one highly protected wetlands where birds breed and all this shit. And the oil got into the wetlands.
Wow.
So it's
That's
like,
crazy.
it's really fucked up. Man. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Shit, you know?
Jesus. So someone's getting fired for that.
Someone
Yeah.
someone gets fired for that.
I think too, because it's like there's El Nino and La Nina. And I think this year it's La Nina. And
So we're in
it's
an El
usually,
Nino.
yeah, like
We're
one.
coming into a Nino, and it's already getting really crazy over here. It's like last night we had a crazy storm. It just boom.
Wow. Jeez, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
But no hurricanes. Like you guys don't get. I think you're the other side for that, right?
Yeah. Did I freeze?
You
Yeah, I
froze.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you look high as HF right there, man.
Can you hear me?
HF. I'm gonna take a picture of that
Can you
one.
hear me though?
Greg
Yeah, we
on
can
the
hear you
episode, high as
I don't know what happened, like why it's frozen.
Yeah, that's the high tide.
I'm gonna have to come out.
That's the high tide.
That's the high tide. Whatever. We'll just keep it on. I don't know what's up with that. Dude.
That's hilarious.
Whatever. I'll try and
Greg,
refresh
man,
the top video.
Puff, puff, give, man. Puff, puff, give.
Yeah,
There we
exactly.
go. We're back.
There we go.
I got high all of a sudden, just froze
Yeah.
out.
Oh man. that's
Speaking of
funny.
getting high, how's your leg?
It's going good, man. My leg is much better. You know, if I could get some sleep because of my baby, that'd be great.
Mm.
Hey, yeah, I remember those days.
Mm.
It doesn't get better, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
It does it.
Well, it does around like year 6. I think,
It does it.
I think that's when I started to get more sleep again. Yeah.
Year 6. Trust me, this child is already on payroll. We're already good to go. And I'm actually going to make a big old series about like putting your child on like payroll and like using your child's credit and building your child's credit already.
Buying a
So,
G-Wagon.
Like, dude, this kid,
Yeah.
this
Greg, your
kid's
child
gonna-
needs a G-Wagon tomorrow.
Dude, this kid's gonna have an
Yeah, exactly.
This kid's gonna have an LLC rolling out fucking kindergarten. You know what I mean? Like LLC.
Nice.
Hell
and,
yeah.
and hopefully starts generating some income. Maybe he'll have an 800 credit score by 3rd grade.
All right, so guys, let me pick your brain. Let me pick your brain a little bit. In dating, I've always struggled at this point right here, right? It's always been a big struggle. So you meet somebody, you take them out, have a great time, and then how soon do you send them that message? Or back in the day, we'd have to actually pick up the phone and call them. Like, right? There was always this game, right? You can't reach out too fast because then they think you're overly interested and it's just too much, right? But then if you slow play too much, then they might move on because they're probably already talking to other people. And if you're not showing interest, then they might not think you're interested. It was always a game, right? Like I struggled at that. And what I found was unique about my girlfriend now, and most of the ones that generally worked out were, it was an immediate connection. We didn't have to play that game. And we were just like, hey, this is cool, right? Like we were giving each other's numbers. We were connecting. Like we wanted to stay connected. How did you guys go with that, Greg? What was it like for you? Was it always tough on when to reach back out, or how did you, chat back and forth? What was that process like for you?
Okay, that's a good question. A lot of people like to go for the multiples when they're dating. Like you're dating, right?
Yeah.
It's a numbers game. I think we talked about this like the last 4 podcasts. Like it's a numbers game. Like I believe in numbers. Some people want to have like 3 people at the same time. They're communicating back and forth. Okay. I don't like to do that. When I was dating, I wanted to do straight numbers, and I'm a one focused person. I need to focus on that one thing and then move on, because if I don't, ADHD will take over and I'll be like, you know what I mean? So I need to just try and stay focused. It's very difficult. And I would focus just on one person, building a relationship with one person. And I would actually just be really direct and really fast. And if that person didn't want to build a relationship, then cut it off and go to the next one. Because it had to be a numbers game. Can't sit around waiting. So like I would already have the text message ready to go that I would send to them right after they stepped out the car. Like, thank you. Have a great night. I had a great date. Boom. Right. Send. Copy paste. Boom. I had a great date with you.
Greg's got canned messages queued up.
Yeah, I had a great date with you. Our time was beautiful.
Nice.
I hope we can do this again. Would you like to get together tomorrow? And it's usually like, yeah, tomorrow. That's where I would hit it with the tomorrow. You want to do something tomorrow, right? Because if they wanted to do something tomorrow, they were ready to rock and roll. If they didn't want to do something tomorrow, then they kind of maybe actually weren't that interested, because maybe they just want to do something tomorrow. Just see me, or just talk a little bit, just hang out. You know what I mean? Something like that. Some people might be like, oh, that's too pushy, but you got to see how it goes, man. Can't waste your time on one thing.
We all have our own ways of doing it, right? Like, I mean, we say that about business, but there's definitely that way in dating also. Like everybody's got their own ways. What were you like, Sean?
Yeah, I was similar. I was just
Really?
act on things quickly. And I had some friends that were what you'd consider like, players kind of thing. That they were always really like smooth with the ladies, and they would have, multiples on the go. And they had hard set rules. It was almost like they had this kind of club like, okay, 4 days after, that's exactly when you call and do this. They had hard rules. Me, I did just as well as they did, but I just did it differently. Like I was like Greg, I just went in for it, and I was big on setting dates as well. As weird as this is, but I started a business before I started dating, and so I think that may have skewed how I did things, because I dated like I ran a business. So I notated things that worked, things that didn't, and then I made those into processes, and I refined it down to just keep taking down women. So, but it was effective, and so in both business and dating.
Yeah. Because like what you
enjoying
said,
women, right? I think is what you said. Is that what you said? Enjoying them? Yeah.
Enjoying, yeah.
kind of fits in. It fits in with what I was saying, like how you said about running a business. Like, you don't want to be spending time on a prospect that isn't going to flourish.
For like, for months and months.
Yeah, for months and months and months. Why do that? It's a waste of time. I feel like that's why people end up being actually single for a long time. It's because they were like trying to milk prospects that were never going to produce milk. Those cows are sour. Move on,
And it's true. If there is that connection, they're gonna, and what you're trying to do as the business is take that initial connection that you guys had and just build on it and force it into something, in a sense. You're not trying to if you wait too long, they've forgotten about you completely. You're starting at ground zero.
Correct. And who's the best? Like, I didn't realize it till later on in life, but the best people at the follow-ups are the fucking dentists. They're the best. And I hate the dentists. And they just do. And they will drill the fuck out of your mouth, torture you, take your money, and they'll look at you straight in the face and be like, would you like to make another appointment for 60 days from now?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're just like,
they don't even ask the question. It's a yes or no, like one or the other. It's like, so we'll see you in 60 days, or we have an appointment 3 days after that.
Yeah,
like, well, fuck, like, I don't know, like,
yeah,
your mouth is throbbing.
Yeah, you don't even know what you're just like. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to see you. and you're just like, and okay, let me book you in.
It's true.
That's a hard follow up, but they're good at it, man.
They're so good at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they realize if you leave that you might not come back if you don't have something booked. Like,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, that's a good one, right? That's a good one, Marty. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to come back.
All right. So when we're thinking of, we've been in this journey, some of the best information I think that we've heard. I think it's amazing. Community has been really receptive to everything that you guys have been saying. It's been awesome. We're going to kind of get towards the end of this journey of going through a sales funnel. We started with anything we could do to get somebody to the top. Once we start that connection, we got to send them to a website or some way to further connect with them, right? It's sort of like we went out on a date, we'd met somebody, we went out on a date. Now we want to get back in touch with them and hope to have their business, because let's say they came into the funnel, they spent time on the website, but they didn't click buy, right? Well, what do we do? I mean, Sean, do we immediately hit them up, or Greg? I mean, is that something that we immediately just like the dentist and go send them a message, or what do you guys recommend? What's that time frame? Once somebody comes onto a site, we've made a connection, they're on our site and checking us out. Is that an immediate? Do we wait? Greg, what are your thoughts?
That's a tough question. And I really feel like that at that time, that's where the value has to come in. The customer has to see some type of value. Like, good example, right? My wife gave birth, and I wanted to look for a present for her birthday. And I thought, okay, she really wants a bag, a high-end bag. So she wanted a Louis Vuitton bag, but every basic bitch in the world has a Louis Vuitton bag. So I said, I'm going to look for something better or more unique, right? Love that unique stuff. So on TikTok, I found this guy in Indiana who makes like handmade bags, and he was showing
No
videos
shit.
and like, yeah, these were like, this is like out of leather, premium real leather. He was showing cutting them and hammering in the button clips, and he had
Wow.
all these different things. I was like, whoa, these are high end. Like, whoa, that's so unique, and that's a great piece to talk about. So I haven't bought the bag yet, okay, but I've been to his site like 3 times. But I'm almost ready to pull the trigger on the bag because I see value in that. It was much more valuable than the alternative, which was the Louis Vuitton bag, excuse me, everybody has. And this bag was something that nobody had, and it was like of equivalent pricing. So it was kind of a good deal, I thought. That's where I see the value needs to be happen. And if a customer is coming to you as if you're a detailer and you're doing services out there and you're listening to this, you want to give the customer some value, and you got to find out what the value is for the customer. I ask all of my employees that work here, I actually ask them, when you go to a restaurant, what has to happen for you to be satisfied? And I've always, every one of my employees has said something different, right? One of my employees has actually said, I just want to have good service. That's it. The food actually could suck. They want to have great service. Another one said that they just want to leave the restaurant full. They don't want to leave hungry. That was the answer. They don't care if it's the best food or the worst food or the service is shit.
Just full.
They just want to make sure that they walked in hungry, left full. So you really have to assess the customer, find out what their value is. Sometimes it might be time, sometimes it might be protection, sometimes it might be peace of mind. And in order to close the sales funnel and to filter out that little last bit, that's where I think you have to find the value. And you can add value to your services. I tell people, and I've talked about this on the podcast a lot, Marty and Sean, and everybody's listening, is I feel like the best value when you're detailing is to not sell clean car, it's to sell time. Time that you can't get
100%.
back. Yeah, because when I call a detailer up and I want a clean car, I expect that car to be clean, whether it's John or Pedro or Ricky or Jenny. Whoever's cleaning the car, I expect to have a clean car at the end. But if I get it done faster, or maybe on my time schedule, or at my home, or saved me time, that's where I feel the value is. And I feel a lot of detailers should offer that to their customers.
I agree. So
Yeah, great point.
guys-
But let me ask this, Sean, though, like
yeah,
how, right? We want to reach out with our best option, right? Which is value. I completely agree with you on that. But how quick, right? I mean, if we wait a couple days, do they, once we said earlier, like maybe they forget about us and then the value is not as strong, but do we hit them immediately right after they get off the site? I mean, what do you recommend?
Oh, I think instantly, but I think you send some a couple days later as well, but those are follow-ups to your follow-up. I wouldn't say it's like, don't put someone in your funnel and then 3 days later send them the first, interaction. Send them the first interaction within 15 minutes. And then after that, maybe.
And what do we say?
Well, it depends on what the funnel is there for, like how they came in. But let's say someone comes to your website, for example, and they fill in your contact form, let's just say, right? And so they've asked a question, which obviously you're going to get to an answer. There should be an instant response right away that goes to them, but it shouldn't be something like, hey, thanks for your message. We'll get back to you shortly. That does nothing for your business. Like they already assume that just by filling out the form. So instantly we would hit them up with something and we'd be like, listen, like we're busy helping your neighbor right now, but faster response, you can get us on the phone. If you call right now, I've got a special deal for you. And we make it seem like that message came from somebody that was just too busy to do it by email. So sometimes people call in right away. They're like, yeah, I just got an email and we made up an employee for this that doesn't exist. And so they'll say like, yeah, I was just talking to Marty, let's say. In this case, it's Andre, but they'll say like, oh, I was talking to Andre. He said he's got a special deal for me if I gave a call right away. And our guy, Joe, is instructed when someone calls and asks for Andre, give him the Andre package. And so he starts going into that sales funnel. But it's the kind of thing we do right away. And how we do our marketing is something like, we call it forks and funnels. So here we're talking about funnels, but we do fork in the road kind of thing with customers all the time. So we're always reaching out to them daily. And then if they unsubscribe, that's when we know it's the end of it. Until they unsubscribe, we keep hammering them every day. But as Greg said, find out from them what kind of value they're looking for. And that's where we'll send them what we call a fork. It's fork in the road. And it'll say, how come you haven't pulled the trigger on this? You asked us about ceramic coating, for example. Is it because you don't see the value in it, or is it because it's a financing issue, or what is it? And we'll just have two buttons. They can choose one or the other. And based on what they click, they put themselves into a different funnel from that fork. So we do things like that, but then they keep getting messages right away. Absolutely.
Messages, I guess, just on however they put in to be contacted.
Depending, yeah, exactly. Depending on what funnel they're in, they'll get messages that usually follow a sequence. So we do things sequentially, and they get a little more aggressive, I'll say, the further along they are without converting, because we're trying to be more aggressive with the close and get them to make a decision.
Okay, so give us some examples of the aggression.
Sure, absolutely. So ceramic coating is a good one for us because it's one of the, like, detailing is usually something someone shows up and they kind of just make a decision on the spot. For us, most times, it's not something people really need to think about for most of our funnels. But things like ceramic coating in our area, PPF is a little more popular. Ceramic coating's been, taking over a little bit, but PPF, just because of the weather we have here. So ceramic coating, we've had to educate customers a little more on it and build that value. So like day one, they'll come in and they're like, yeah, I was talking to you guys. I wasn't sure about this or that. The message that comes in, we move them into a funnel for ceramic coating. And it's basically that one starts off with information. And it'll be like, hey, here's the top 3 things that people wanted to know that they didn't even know they needed to know. And then we just have 3 things. You ready for an appointment? Da, da, da. If they don't reply to that one, the next one comes in and it's like, hey, maybe it landed in spam yesterday, but you told us you wanted an appointment. We have this time and this time. We give them an either or, right? If they don't bite on something like that with the either or, then we follow up again and we'll say like, hey, I've got a great special for you. Just need 2 minutes of your time. What's the best number to reach you at? And then we'll follow up usually by a phone call on day 4. So we put them through a funnel that's kind of digital and offline as well. So it's,
okay. So let me ask this question, because back in the day, right? With Nokia 5120 or whatever that phone was, but even before then, we didn't have cell phones, right? So high school, college, most of my way through college, I didn't get a cell phone until I think my senior year. So, our availability to reach back out to somebody was really one dimensional.
100%.
Now there's all kinds of ways of reaching out. Right. So, Greg, what are some of the things that you have found that have been really, really good for you? Right. We know email, right? I think in today's world, email, at least over the past 10 years has always been, right? You collect somebody's email and then you want to send back them information, right? So besides email, what's been a good way for you to reconnect with people in some other avenues?
To be honest, the best one is the phone, picking up the phone.
100%.
It's really hard though with the phone. It's very difficult. A lot of people don't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
It's very hard. A lot of people don't pick up the phone, but when you do get the phone pick up, and if you do call, maybe it might take 2 or 3 times to call. Sometimes if people don't pick up the phone, actually, and it goes straight and it goes to voicemail, actually instantly redial again. And then if it's a double call, like 7 out of 10 times actually pick up. And so I pick up hello because they think it's an important call. And honestly, the phone call, just calling someone, thanking them, some people take that as very personal and like that.
Okay, so hold on. You said thanking them. So that's what I was going to ask. So, all right, hello. I mean, what, let's get some practical, right? So if a detailer, hold on, let me lay out the story a little bit, because there's going to be a lot of detailers that are pretty anxious at this point, right? Picking up the phone and calling and talking to somebody. If we're a 23 to 30-year-old, well, that's almost unheard of. We haven't really done that, right? I mean, so what do you recommend, right? I've been on your site. You call me, I don't answer. You call me again. I say, okay, hello.
Well, if you've been on site, I say, hi, what's up? My name's insert name. Thank you very much for checking out our site. I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know about any great products that we have or any questions you might have about our products or services. And then right there, I'll get a good question, oh, hey, I was looking at getting a detailing service by you. Just this is my first time getting a service. I've never had my car detailed. And then that's where you can interact. with the customer. A lot of times I like to just invite them down to come down. You know, if we do a lot of people order from our website because we sell products online. And when they buy the products online, we obviously see where it's being shipped. So if it's being shipped kind of within like 30 miles of a store that one of our franchise stores, I actually, or have one of our guys call the person and say, hi, thank you very much for your order. I just wanted to personally invite you down to our Mastersons car care store. There's one right by you. And I give them the address and they're, oh, I didn't even know that existed. And then they come down and have a great time, and also give them a little coupon code for a discount when they come down to the store.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Sean. What about you? You going to pick up the phone and call somebody? Is that's your number one
100%.
too? All right.
100%. Yeah. And
Hello.
we make a point too, even when we,
Hi.
we make it real quick, just on that note, because a lot of people are scared of it. I'll get to it. But our main guy, he was kind of hesitant to do the phone stuff. And so he was just sending email replies. But I told him, I said, listen, even if the person has already agreed to, you know, a date and time, something like that, just call them anyways, because we want to build that experience and not just be kind of a no name, faceless, you know, digital entity. So we call everyone and just thank them for booking their appointment, and just to confirm as well, like, hey, you know, just want to make sure. Sometimes email is spotty, it goes to your junk mail. So we're going to see you, you know, Thursday at this time. Number one, reduced our no-shows to almost zero, which is awesome. And number two is it builds that personal experience. They feel special. You call them, you mention their name, maybe quick conversation, find out something about them to put in the notes, like, oh, she has a dog named Carrie. Put that in the notes, and then next thing you know, when we see them, oh, hey, you know, did you want us to take care of the pet hair from Carrie? She's, oh my God, they remembered I have a dog, you know, things like that. Really helps a lot. So sometimes we'll call and do stuff like that. But if you're hesitant, find a reason and think of a reason to call them first. So we did a ping pong challenge. So we didn't challenge customers to ping pong. What we did is we took ping pong balls and wrote down different percentages on the ping pongs. And then one of them was a free detail, threw them in a bag. And we did the same thing, invited people down to the shop. We said, listen, we're a hidden gem. We're new to the city. So we just want you to come check us out. And we're having a ping pong challenge. You reach your hand in, pull out a ball, and you can win a free detail. You know, so that was a good way. People, when they were driving by, they're like, oh shit, you know, I should stop by Auto World and let me see if I can win a free detail, you know. They'd come in, they'd pull it out, and oh, you know, geez, sorry you didn't win this time, but hey, everyone should feel like a winner. So I tell you what, I've got a space on Thursday, and I've got one Saturday morning as well. Which one's better for you in your time frame? You know, so just go in for the close right then and there. And so there's ways of getting people to interact with your business if you're a little hesitant. If not, just by all means, call them, ask them, you know, what they were interested in, how they ended up in your funnel. Let them know, hey, listen, we've put you in a funnel, so we will be following up with you. But while I've got you here as part of creating that customer experience, I just want to know, what can I do to show you the value of what we can bring to the table? Are you more concerned about time, price, or is it, you know, the particular product or service? And just talk to them. You know, it's
Okay.
yeah.
So let me walk through a little scenario, right? Hi, you know, hey, you tell me, you know, I was on your site and thanks for being on the site. Any questions? No questions.
So what are you looking? You're the customer, or you're the?
I'm the customer.
Okay, I got confused who you were in this scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were on our site. What service were you looking at?
I was just glancing around.
Oh, just glancing around. Well, you must have seen some pretty awesome stuff. What are you driving?
Oh, I drive a Pontiac.
Oh, Pontiac. Okay, I used to have one of those actually. Okay, daily driver, or something you fixed up yourself?
Oh, no, it's a daily. Yeah.
Oh, okay, daily. Nice. What color is it?
Oh, it's orange.
Orange. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. So is that your favorite color of Skittle too?
No, I prefer red.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, so now I know a little bit about you. So good stuff. You ever drop those Skittles in your front seat?
Oh, only twice.
Only twice? All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. You have any pets?
I do 3.
No kidding. 3 pets.
Yeah.
Children aren't included.
Hey, I'm busy, man. What's going on? Can I get off of this phone call already? Like, what the hell are you asking me all these questions for?
No, fair enough. Well, the reason it helps, it was Marty, right? Yeah, so the reason it
Bob.
helps Marty is, oh, it's Bob. Oh, sorry
Yeah.
about that. Jeez, is that Bob
No,
with
it's
2
Phil.
T's or? Just kidding.
Phil
No,
McCracken.
yeah.
That was always my favorite, right? That was always my favorite. Do you guys remember? Did you watch The Simpsons? Like
Yeah,
when
of
Bart
course.
would call in and he would do those prank calls to
on Mo.
to Mo,
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
was
yeah.
that was the one I always remember. People would ask, "What's your name, Phil McCracken?" What?
Yeah.
Phil McCracken? What? Like that was always the one that always came out for some reason.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
the
the
one that got me
best.
is
Like
like,
those were the best.
Yeah, I want Amanda hug and kiss, or I want
Yes,
Amanda-
yes. My name's Amanda.
Amanda hug and kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
Al
good shit.
here? Alcoholic?
Yeah. I'm looking for an alcohol. Yeah, tons of them. So yeah, the main reason we ask all those kinds of probing questions is we try and find a common ground to build on. And so like the minute, like, okay, you've got 3 pets kind of thing, that's where we would dive into something like, well, listen, I know pet hair can be a real drag. Listen, I know you might not be ready to pull the trigger on a full detail right this moment, but I tell you what, swing by our shop and we'll just, take 15 minutes and get some of that pet hair out. You're going to have a much more enjoyable ride. And that way you can see our shop and see the kind of value we could bring to your daily life. So
All right. So both
that's-
of you said swing by, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not swinging by. Next option. Greg?
Well,
Greg, where are you sending me? I don't want to come by your shop yet. That's a little early, right? Like, I had a good date. I was on your side. It was good, but go to bed yet? No, I'm not ready.
If it were me in this conversation, I would have cut it out like right at the beginning. Because obviously I got the feeling that the customer wasn't going to buy. So I would have just said, hey man, well, if your car does get dirty, it's raining next week, give us a call. We are going to have a rainy day special on Wednesday. Okay, no problem. What's your number? Boom, that's it. Cut it off. I'm really quick on the phone. It's like, I noticed some of the calls that I make, they're only like 30 seconds to 90 seconds.
most of them shouldn't be long.
Yeah, they shouldn't be long. It should just be really, really to the point. But with the phone, I've noticed a lot of people freeze up on the phone, both the customer and the caller. They both freeze up on the phone.
Hey, and listen, you said, right? Most people aren't going to pick up anyway. I don't like picking up the phone if I don't recognize it. Now I'm with you. And even on my voicemail, it says, if you need me, call me back. Right. Like, so I even tell people like, don't leave a message. Just call me back if you really need me. And then I know, okay, that person needed me, but even then I'm sometimes hesitant to even get on the phone. Most of the time, if it's an unknown number, it's a salesperson, they're pitching me, I'm going to be uneasy anyway. So if I'm in that conversation with you, Greg, and I know you said you got my number and hey, it's a rainy day. Are we done? Are you done dating me, or are you going to send me somewhere else to get more information?
No, I was done with you.
You're done.
I moved on.
Okay. Sean, are you done?
I was done at the point that you wouldn't, swing down or something like that, but I would have taken the information you gave me and put you in a funnel for sure. So I would have been done, but you wouldn't have been done with us because the
You already had the information. He was already.
Yeah, you already got the information. You called me.
Called in.
So you guys called me
but-
on the phone. I didn't buy the funnel's over. I'm out of the funnel.
No, definitely not.
No,
Not for me.
No, you weren't out of the funnel. You might have left, but my time dedicated to that prospect ended, and I needed.
Yeah,
and
like the
I
phone
needed to
call
end it.
side.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
needed to end it, and it was gone because it was going to waste both our time and the customer's time.
Agreed. So where do I go? Where do you send me, Greg? Am
The
I
next
going to
person.
TikTok?
No,
Am I
I'll
going
send
to
them
a-
Thank you very much. I'll
What?
send them an email. I'll say thank you. I'll say thank you very much. They'll get an email or some type of other communication.
Yeah, for us, it would have been email and then SMS and then another phone call, probably like a week after that. So it would have been on a 3-week revolving schedule.
Okay. So
Yeah.
website to phone call to text messages and emails back to phone call. And it's just a continual game back and forth. So this isn't something, let me ask, like, is this something that you would, I guess not phone call, you can't automate. What about the message?
You can.
You can. Yeah, you can actually.
Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it every day.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed.
Please
Call
don't hang up. We know
Yeah.
your car is dirty. We can schedule you for a wash. Oh, here's a good one we could do. Hi, I'm giving you a call about your dirty car. The warranty's expiring.
The warranty's expired.
You could go, hey, if you're like me, you're getting that warranty expired phone call. We're telling you your car's dirty phone
This
call.
is
but
the best one. And people that are listening to this that are trying to call customers, you need to understand that you're going to get hung up on 9 out of 10 times. And it's how it goes. I get a call. I get calls all the time, and I pick them up actually, no matter who they are, unless it literally straight up says telemarketer. I pick it up, and I'll make sure that they hang up on me. Because if they're going to call me, I will make sure that they're the ones that hung up. I will keep talking to them. I'll keep doing what I'm doing because they're the only one that's going to get their time wasted if they can't close the deal. They should have hung up and moved on. It's like one of those warranty people called me the other day. Hi, calling you about your warranty. Click 1. I pressed 1. I was driving actually. And then they're like, hi, you're making model 2012 Bugatti Veyron. They hung up the phone. Just like, you know, so, you know, I just wait till they hang up the phone, you know, and the person who is doing the sale calling, they should try to be the one to end the call as well. I feel.
How invasive is it to ask or just automatically connect on social with them, right? Like if you got a girl, you're out on a date, you probably have already connected on social, but let's say you haven't. That's a pretty easy thing to do. That's a good way of next interacting with them. What about Sean? I mean, how fast do you interact with your customers on social?
Instantly.
Or prospective customers, I guess. Let me ask that. Right.
Yeah. So usually we've got about a 2 to 5 minute window. So that's because we have 2 dedicated receptionists that all they do is phone and email and live chat. So if someone's busy on the phone, the other one's taking over the social, stuff like that. The faster you are, the higher your closing ratio. And it doesn't give them time to go, you know, call around or shop around, things like that. They don't want to either. Customers don't want to shop around. They want you to just, if you're the right place, they guide them down and sell them the value, get it done. There's a reason they called your place. They want, if you can do the job and you have the value, they're done. Their shopping is over. So we're really fast with it. We don't waste time with it at all. So we jump on it. That's if someone, you know, messages, Google My Business, for example. That's a good one. People send, you know, quote requests or questions through there. We're on those things within 2 to 3 minutes. We try and find out some info from them. If they only put their phone number, we try and grab their email, year, make, model, stuff like that, put them in a funnel of some kind while we're talking to them as well. So we're trying to close them, but we're adding them to the funnel right away.
All right. So Greg, if you're going to connect with somebody on social, are you just sending them a direct friend request from Greg Mastersons, or are you going into your business page and trying to get them to like it? What's your strategy?
You know, it could be both. I usually try not to reach out too much on social, but you do a lot of connection on social. You can connect to a lot of people and reach out there. But the trick about social is get the lead and get the fuck out quick, because just like we saw yesterday, a lot of people lost money in those 10 hours that Facebook was down. Oh shit, I can't get a hold of my customer. Oh damn, their phone number was inside of the app, and the app's not accessible now. Shit, can't load my messages. Oh dang, that's a hard one. A lot of detailers were posting yesterday, dang, I lost a lot of jobs because Facebook was down. Well, why were they so reliant on Facebook? Should have taken the information and communicated several other ways.
You know what wasn't down yesterday? OrbisX.
You know what also wasn't down?
My
TikTok.
business made tons of money.
Yeah. You know what also wasn't down? TikTok.
That's true.
And we've talked about this for a lot of time. Move over to other platforms. Shouldn't be stuck on one platform.
100%.
There was in one of the groups, somebody today I saw it, they were, you know, because we couldn't get in it yesterday, was talking about it. And that's exactly what I said. I said, how about TikTok? And then I put a meme of Zuckerberg going, you know, like, you know, like, you know, like it is what it is. You know, we see quite a few. It's interesting as TikTok continues to grow. We continue to see more and more referrals come from TikTok. We put out regular to groups and suggest people to move over to TikTok, just like you, Greg. So, all right. So we got phone call, right? We've done the emails, done social. What else is left, right? What else? What's the Hail Mary in a sense? There's a saying, right? And from a sales side that, you know, you either buy or you're going to die, right? Which means that sort of the same theory that you were saying, Sean, you hit them nonstop and you don't ever quit. You always are plugging them with something, and you're going to keep pounding them until they buy, unless they actually physically finally die. And then your job as a marketer is over because they're gone. But your job isn't over until they buy or they die, you know, so what,
That's true.
what do you do? I mean, we've
Yeah.
gone through as many forms that we can think of. Is there any other last bits of information before they
The other
they
one I
go
would
off
say,
to Never Everland?
yeah, the other one I would say is print media as well. We do a lot of stuff with print media, mainly because a lot of competitors have kind of just gone 100% digital. So it's literally left this gaping hole that we're happy to fill. And so that's where we excel as well as with the print stuff. And we do a lot of things with QR codes, stuff like that. But a good thing to ask prospects is, you know, like what their zip code is, if you're mobile, for example, and then you can start to build a database of zip code areas where people are calling from. So that way you could target that through, you know, the postal service. You can send out postcards and you can target specific zip codes. So there's ways of doing things like that. You might not, because someone, if they haven't done business with you, they might not just give you their address over the phone, but at least you could say like, oh, just curious what your zip code is, just so we know like when calls are coming in. They'll likely give it to you, it can help. So we do stuff like that as well, and we blanket areas.
All right. So has print gone up from the 0.01% return, or is it still that bad?
It's still pretty bad, but it's also in terms of conversion rates for how much you send out there. But it's really cheap to print nowadays, and it's still cheap to distribute as well. So that's where you know, and sometimes too we'll partner with like a local charity that's got, you know, they're running something for like a softball club or something. We'll get the kids involved distributing things and stuff like that. It makes the paper, and you know, get a lot of press that way. Lots of free things you can do like that to drum up business as well. But that's for a whole different type of podcast. Sticking with funnels, print media can definitely play a good role as well.
Greg?
You know, I look for the best value when it comes to advertisement, communication, anything, and that's changing every day. And it's just like I'm waiting for television to. I was waiting for television to go to a more affordable point. It never did, and the television died. And that's and then that we're here where we are today, where Netflix and all those guys do their advertising there.
Yeah.
But I'm always looking for the best priced advertising and the best value. And right now it's social. I'm hoping that print comes back up and it gets really cheap. I was hoping that billboards would go cheap, and billboards might go cheap because nobody looks at billboards when they drive anymore. They're always looking at the phone. Yeah, so I'm always looking. It's a tough time right now with marketing, and I feel like actually one of the best ways is now. I was actually doing the numbers is just paying someone to stand on the corner and hold a sign. It's actually coming down to a good price.
There's no way.
Compared to other things, you can pay, in California, you could pay someone. I'm going to pay $15 an hour to hold this sign 5 hours a day for 3 days a week. You know, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever.
No, it's true though. I've been seeing that even here. Like some people have full costumes, or they're spinning the thing. Like
usually it's mattress companies, right?
Out here in California, it's homes. Come check out our homes, buy homes.
Yeah.
Like we're building new homes over here, or special offer type deal. But I feel like we're going to find out what the best new media pricing is to communicate with our customers. And I don't think it's going to be Facebook anymore or Google Ads. I think it's going to be something else.
Yeah.
Sean, you're right. There's some of those guys get very, very creative.
Oh,
they're spinning them around. I mean, there's a guy here that was, he would actually go from, he got hired at one, and then you would start seeing him at other places. He was so, I mean, he would put on his headphones, and I would drive by and be like, man, I mean, part of me was really curious what he was on. And part of me kind of wanted to go experiment a little bit. I just almost wanted to walk up and be like, dude, what is it? Like, you know, what do you got in there? You know, like,
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't mind tweaking just a hair like you, not to the level you're tweaking, but but I mean, it's pretty impressive how much your energy you're spending. And they just have a little water bottle out there, right? And then hours at a time. And I'm like, golly, that's impressive.
Yeah, it really is though.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
good.
Fun discussion over how to create a sales funnel. This has been a nice little 4 to 5 week journey. Thank you all
Yeah.
both the time that you invested in and the info that you've given out to the community.
Hey,
It's been
community.
great to learn about how we can draw people into our businesses. Once they've started to connect, then how do we actually make a close and get that O face, right?
Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
all want that customer to go, oh,
Whoa.
wow,
Wow.
car
I
looks
want that.
amazing.
Yeah, I want that same thing. I'm actually still waiting to go to a business. I want that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Because and I only maybe get that 20% of the time, maybe less, that I go to businesses and spend money.
Yes.
So, but if I go somewhere and I'm like, wow, I will go there again and again and again until the wow goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, just remember whenever you're connecting with people, you're
True.
always trying to get the O face. That's just the way it is in life. It's always
step
the
of the
best
way.
face to get.
Yeah.
Sean,
Love
thanks
it.
so much, man. I really
Oh, you're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Greg,
Definitely.
man, thanks. You guys enjoy your week. We'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
See you next
Next
time.
Right on. All right, man. I'm gonna go pick up the kids. But
All right, man. Enjoy.
yeah, wicked, man.